What's going on, Dragon Ball fans? Gamster coming at you for some new reviews today. We're going to be reviewing episode 107. Yes, it's finally come. Now we can finally have a review on it. Now let's go ahead and talk about it. It starts off where we see Frost. He is going through debris. We're finally going over what he's been up to. He's remembering right not that long, probably after Hit found him. He went to go talk to Champa, and it shows where Champa tells him, "Why should I resolve any of your sins after how you humiliated me during the tournament?" And he says, if anything, he says you should be punished. And he tells him that with the new tournament coming up, that he needs to do everything in his power can. He promises Champa that he will not let him down. He also informs that he has something planned, but we don't know exactly what's planned yet. And then he says that's when it's time. The flashback is over. Then of course we see Zenos. They're counting, and the Grand Priest says that there are 36 warriors left in the tournament of power, and they said 36. And he says, well, how many are left from each universe? So that's when they start saying about the status of each universe, and we see all the universes for the first time in a long while. We have, first off, they're saying Universe 2. Universe 2 has over, I think they said, 6 warriors. Then they go to Universe 3, which they say they have 7 warriors left. Then that show, of course, Universe 3 talking about saying we need to go on our numbers, we need to reevaluate, because since they're very smart, they want to see how powerful everyone is, and especially the Supreme Kai of that universe takes an interest in Jiren. They need to say how powerful Jiren is, and exactly why he's so mysterious and why he looks so powerful, and they're going to use Majikaio to test out that theory. So that's when they assign him to go over and do it. Then they go to Universe 4, and then they say there's 4 warriors up, but they only shows 2. This is when Beerus notices that there is only 2 warriors, but he senses that there's 4. But he's like, okay, if there's 4, then where's the other 2 at? Because he said they only saw 8, and Krillin goes, didn't we see 8? And Tien says, yes. He says, but I did sense a power. He says, now I don't see them. And Whis goes, he says, I've heard crazy things about Universe 4. He says they have special abilities, and Beerus is like, what is Quintilla up to? Then it goes to Universe 6, where it says they have 8 warriors, and then it also goes into Universe 7, has also 8 as well. So, of course, they have the most advantage. And then, they're rooting for Goku, and it does show... Then it goes into Universe 11, and of course it's just Jiren, Toppo, and Dispo. And they said that they're the last 3, but they're the most strongest. Is of course what Universe 7, 11, Makrita, and their Supreme Kai, as well as Velmont. They said that it is quality over quantity, isn't it? And she says, yes, I guess you're right. And that's when Majikaio goes in for the attack, attacks Dispo. Or attacks Jiren. Dispo defends Jiren, and as soon as that happens, he starts fighting with Majikaio, and he starts using a huge attack. Then he nails him right in the face. He says, such a sneaky attack. He says, you're not going to prove justice. And then that's when Toppo tells him, you need to be careful with the way this character's body works. And he says, don't worry, I'll be fine. And that's when he starts fighting again. And then as soon as that happens, he says, wait, he says, don't no more blast, please. And his body's halfway gone. And then that's when he transforms back, and then he knocks out Dispo, and then he puts all his slimy, body around Dispo. He says, you're a cheat, and he says, this is what we're going to do. And then Toppo comes in by right for the save. Jiren says, move, I'll handle this, which is shocking. And then as soon as that happens, he says, well, you were the one I was trying to fight anyway. So then as soon as that happens, Dispo uses his Kai Blast to get out. He says, Jiren, I'm sorry. And as soon as that happened, his fist extremely, it massively goes to a different size, and right when he's about ready to attack Jiren uses barely a punch, and then as soon as that happens, he knocks off Majikaio with one punch, guys, just from his raw power, and it's insane. And then as soon as the Supreme Kai of Universe 3 sees that, he knocked him off with one punch just from that alone, and it shows that is how powerful he is. And as soon as that happens, you see Machikow, he dumps right on Spring Pie. He says, "I'm sorry." He says that's my line, and then he goes right back to Frost, and you see Master Roshi. He is trying to rest from using the Mafuba attack several times, and then Frost says, "You're looking tired," and he says, "You're looking for me," and then he starts attacking Master Roshi, and it's highly intense. And he says, "For an old man," he says, "you actually have a lot of stamina." He says, "But now since you're old," he starts insulting Roshi time and time again. Frost just being a normal asshole, and then he's picking apart Master Roshi. He says, "Time for you to go." And then right when Master Roshi is going to use the Mafuba technique, he uses it on Frost at the last minute. He says, "A surprise attack." So he uses it on Frost, but Frost somehow is not able to get in it. It looks like Master Roshi was not strong enough to put him in the bottle. And as soon as that happens, we also see where he's like, somehow he survived it, and he says he missed. And as soon as that happened, he knows that Master Roshi would die if he continually uses it, because of how much the attack goes on your stamina as well as your health. And then Frost says, he says, "You've been holding that attack for a while then. It looks like that you do have something special after all." And as soon as that happens, we also see that where he looks at, he says, "Is that Vegeta?" He sees Vegeta. He continues to attack Master with different blasts from his finger. Then he attacks Vegeta. Vegeta deflects it without even looking. And then that's when Frost is just smiling, being very sinister. And then that's when Vegeta comes right after Master Roshi's on the ground. When he has Master Roshi pinned, he knocks him off the way, and then he goes, "Vegeta," he says, "don't get the wrong idea." He says, "The only reason I'm helping you," he says, "because the guy pissed me off." So Vegeta says that he didn't do anything to help Master Roshi. It's just that Frost pissed him off, and he says, "Alright," he says, "I'm looking for you, so I'm surprised." He says, "You're still there." He says, "Well," he says, "my body has gotten very weak." He says, "With me being a fugitive," he says, "so my body's been very weak. I've had time training." He says, "Your next punch may kill me." He says, "You're just buying time." And he says, "I guess you saw through that, huh?" So Frost is being manipulative as he normally is. He's being Frost. He's being a snake. He's almost just like Frieza is. And as soon as that happens, you see Magetta come, and they're basically working together, and he starts calling Magetta by names. He says, "That's not going to work," because they use rock for his ears to have him not hear, and they attack Vegeta at the same time. Vegeta goes Super Saiyan. He starts fighting them, and he's not able to take them both on. He, as soon as he tries to do different techniques on Frost, Magetta gets in the way because of how massive he is, and then Frost does an attack, and then Master Roshi is looking over the battle, and he says, "I gotta try one more time to do an evil containment wave." So he does it one last time on Magetta, but then Frost gets involved, and then as soon as Vegeta says, "Oh no, you don't," and he says, "I've been waiting for this attack," and then he uses it, he reflects it on Vegeta, and Beerus says, "No, it's in a trap," and Vegeta gets trapped within the bottle, and he says, "Thanks." He says, "Now I got no use for you," and then he starts doing the exact same thing to Master Roshi again. He starts knocking him completely apart, and then he starts knocking him. He says, "You're about done." And then when he finally knocks him down on his feet, he gets up and he uses one last small Kai Blast, and he says, "Is that all you got?" and destroys the bottle. And then Frost is like, "Oh no," and then Vegeta gets free, and he goes Super Saiyan Blue. He says, and he pretty much is like, "Yeah, you pissed me off," and then he uses all his power. He says, "I've had it with you, worthless piece of junk," and he knocks off the rock that's covering Magetta's ears. Magetta just goes into like in like cradle mode. He just starts cringing, and then Master Roshi has nothing left. He just pretty much almost like he's gonna pass out, and then you see where Frost is like, he says, he says, "Now it's your turn, Frost." He says, "Well, you may have lost." He says, "We may have lost this round," he says, "but I'm going to defeat you anyway." And of course, Frost runs like a coward. And then we also see where Vegeta is talking to Magetta. He knocks him off, finally off the ring. Then we finally see where Master Roshi, he is looking down at Vegeta. He says, "Vegeta, thanks." He says, "Oh man," he says, "you need to take a senzu beans before you die." And then that's beforehand. Beerus did say, "Get a senzu bean ready for him," because he's on the verge of dying, because Beerus could sense how low his health and his Kai was. So he did say that Master Roshi does not do something, he's going to die. So then Master Roshi, he pretty much eliminates himself. He pretty much just, he's on the edge of the tournament, and then he just like lets himself go in the world of void. And that's when he goes, and then that's when Tien gives him a Senzu bean. He says he's sorry, and he says you three bodies. He says are screwed up. He says but he says you did the best you could. He looks at Master Roshi. He says, oh man. He says my perspective of you has changed now. He says but you all have done good. So Beerus is giving them props, which is amazing. And then we also see Vegeta. He told him he was going to handle it, and Vegeta was able to get out of the Mafuba technique, and now he's going to be going on the hunt for Frost. So tonight's episode was absolutely amazing. We got to see a lot from how many fighters are left. There was 36 fighters. Now there is 34 fighters left within the Tournament of Power, and there is 30 minutes left in the Tournament of Power. We also did see where Goku was going to go up against Ribrianne when Master Roshi was getting attacked by Frost. So we're going to be seeing that fight next week, which is going to be exciting because obviously we know Goku's going to kick Ribrianne's ass. But it's going to be amazing to also see more of Jiren, because this is the first time we've seen a little bit more raw power from Jiren. This was like, holy crap, this surprised the heck out of Universe 3. And now we're going to be seeing possibly when Jiren does unloose his power, there's going to be more fighters that's going to fall off the Tournament of Power. So it's going to be really amazing. But I hope you guys enjoy this. If you did, leave a like as well. Subscribe to the channel. If you are new, consider about subscribing. Also, like, share the video. If you guys are not following me, I'm linked in the description below. Go ahead and do so now. If you guys have not gotten to see Dragon Ball Super yet for episode 107, go check it out. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Got some more videos. Got some more ideas coming for you guys. Please stay tuned to this channel and also click that notification button. That way you guys know every time I upload a video, you guys will be notified onto the channel, whether it's a Dragon Ball video or anything. Go ahead and click that notification bell. It does help. That way you guys, again, are notified every time I upload a video. It also helps me so that way you guys are notified about my videos. That way you guys can share, like, and also consider about subscribing if you are new. But again, I hope you guys enjoy the episode. If you guys have not gone and watched the episode, go check it out. I hope you guys enjoy the review as well. Let me know what you think about it in the comments down below, what you guys thought about this episode, and I'll be seeing you guys on the next Dragon Ball video. Peace and take care, guys.